Honestly, this might be a remake, but if it's not, I've been really looking forward to show you guys a Bruiser Blue Kayn game. I played it a couple times recently, and it feels a lot better. So I figured I'd like talk more about it. Hopefully it's not a remake. Fingers are crossed. But yeah, Bruiser Blue Kayn. A lot of people ask, when do I go Bruiser Blue Kayn? Does anyone want to take a guess why you would go Bruiser Blue Kayn? It's kind of the same idea. Like, I'll give you a hint. It's kind of the same thought process of when you're going Assassin Red Kayn, where let's say I'm, you know, Conqueror Inspiration. You know, I have my red build and my red runes, and if I get my blue form first, sometimes I'll just slam my blue form. But there actually is a little bit more of a meaning behind why you would do a Bruiser Blue Kayn. Would anyone want to take a guess as to why Blue Kayn could be better as a Bruiser over red before this game starts? Anyone in chat? Anyone? Any big brainers? Or is it all like chilled, no brain, Sunday vibing? Listen, if it's chill vibes, don't worry. I think it's a remake anyway. What's up, Chris Fury? How's it going, my boy? Too much CC? No, Red Kayn's great in CC. It's fine. Because of their Braum? Nah. The mobility, yes, there you go. My big brainers. Oh, they're waking up, they're waking up. Exactly. If you're lacking mobility, that's where Bruiser Blue Kayn has lots of leverage over Red Kayn. Yo, Infinite Jest. Thanks to 7 months, we'll go back. 100%, that's it. So look at their team comp. They have more melee champs than range. I can't really one-shot more than like maybe Lucian, Talon, and possibly Victor, depending on how they itemize. So it's not really like an amazing game for just Assassin Blue Kayn. But if I go Red Kayn here, I'm not going to be able to catch anyone. Like Victor runs away from me, Talon runs away from me, Lucian runs away from me, Braum. Like, yeah, you know, all these champions, it's so impossible to stay on top of them as a Red Kayn. So this is where Bruiser Blue Kayn would actually hold the value. So just keep in mind, like, anytime I talk about something or do something, it's not really just one simple reason. It's like a multitude of reasons. A lot of the things that I talk about through YouTube and stream, I try to give the simplest answer just so people can understand at like a base level. But I do love to talk to you guys about like more nuanced things like that, where it's like, it's very like, I mean, if you just understand the strengths and weaknesses of Red Kayn and Blue Kayn, Blue Kayn has great mobility, and you know his team fight's a little bit weakish. So when you're playing Blue Kayn and you're building Bruiser, you're not an assassin. You can look to assassinate people. You have a lot of damage because you're passive, but you're not an assassin. So
Karasmai would unironically win.
Yo, Fabrizi, thanks for 29 months.
Hope everything has been well.
Oh, it's been great. Thank you so much. Yesterday I got my YouTube hacked, but fortunately I had a friend that helped me pretty much. Dude, I don't want to like. I mean, my boy. If you guys have seen me duel with him, his name's Eliozi. Really helped me out with a lot of stuff. He's the guy I would like duel with. He played Gragas. Great guy. Someone I've known for so long. He's helped me out so much with everything tomorrow or yesterday, with like figuring it out, getting my account back, making sure it's secure and safe. Great guy. Shout out my boy Eliozi. Really, really freaking saved me. Really helped me out a lot. But yeah, what I was saying was, so with Blue Kayn, that's a Bruiser, you're not necessarily looking to assassinate, and you're not necessarily looking to team fight. Do you guys know the middle ground between team fighting and assassinating, like picking off one by one? Does anyone know what you would call that? Does anyone know the word for it? I could teach you guys in a second. Let me pull this gank off here. Okay, we should back up. Okay, good. Nice. Skirmishing. Oh, look at you, big brainers. My big brainers are all woken up today. I like it. Oh, good rotate by Fizz. Skirmishing, exactly. So a 2v2, a 3v3, like a short fight like that right there. That's what you call a skirmish. So that is exactly what you specialize in. You specialize in skirmishing. You have strong skirmish power. Because, okay, it's not a trick question. You guys have already answered it. You guys are right there. You're at the finish line. Just answer me this. Why do you think Blue Kayn, who's building Bruiser, is great at skirmishing? You guys already gave the answer earlier. That's my hint. What about Blue Kayn's kid makes it to where he's great at skirmishing? Think about it. What's up, Coin Luke? Oh yeah, see, it's easy. It's that simple. His mobility. Because if you're playing a Blue Kayn, you're able to initiate the fights faster. You're able to be at the fights faster. You're able to look for these plays faster. So do you see why this can be a flexible playstyle? Is because you don't have to look to team fight. You don't have to look to assassinate. But your skirmishing power is otherworldly. So it gives you even more to work with. So you have the possibility of going a lethality red and be able to nuke, you know, all these tankier champs, you know, all these like frontline-esque champs. the HP stacking champs. You have the potential to go Bruiser, Red Kayn, and be a frontline tank and peel for your AD carry. You have the potential to go Blue Kayn, be an insane one-shot assassin, going across the map, going absolutely bananas, lightning 1000 ms speed. Or you have the potential to be a Bruiser, Blue Kayn, and just have some of the strongest skirmishing power whatsoever because your ability to go in, get out, faster than the enemy jungler can even react. So this is why you should play Kayn. Thumbs up.
You'll do nothing without me.
Did this guy even get spot scuttle? I don't think he did. I honestly don't even think he did. But do you guys see why I love Kayn? Every time people come into my chat, what do you think? Okay, well, okay, now this one's kind of just a nothing question. This is like, I'm just gonna answer the question myself, you know. But what do you think is one of the most asked questions I get? Karasmai, do you not get bored of Kayn? How do you play Kayn all day? Do you have to be a one trick to climb? All these things. No, I don't choose to be a one trick to climb. I don't get bored of playing Kayn. I love Kayn. Think about everything I just explained to you. Think about everything I show you guys. This champ is so versatile, and every game I play feels like a whole new game. It doesn't ever feel redundant. It doesn't feel like overdone. It doesn't feel like, you know, it's just so, like, I feel like League has its moments where it's like peak, and I think Kayn is one of those moments, you know? Okay, I could definitely look to dive this. No, 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 no. Let me tank, let me tank, let me tank, let me tank. Okay, okay, I'm like, oh, I got it still. My Q still went off. Okay, holy crap. Okay, I think League definitely has its moments. By the way, I'm gonna get Voltaic because I'm going purple Kayn, Bruiser blue. I'm going Red Kayn build on Blue Kayn. It's that simple. You don't have to question, oh, what do I do? What do I do with this? It's Red Kayn build on Blue Kayn. It's that simple. So, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, just a quick little League thing. I definitely think League has its peaks, its peak moments. Kayn is one of them. I think Echo's another one of them. I think Jin's another one of them. I think here's another champ that's just amazing for the game. Dare I say Ahri? Is that a hot take, or is that like a lukewarm take? Actually, no, I don't know about Ahri. Actually, that's kind of like coin flip. Maybe not Ahri. Oh, look at this Talon. He's trying so desperately to put me behind, keep me out of the game. He doesn't realize how hard I'm gonna scale. I love it. Yumi. Okay, this guy needs to be banned. Yeah, can we get a ban on this guy? I'm just reading my jungle to make sure I couldn't go. Or I'm not gonna get beaten up while I'm trying to farm my stuff. But I consider alternate runes on Blue Kayn, Bruiser blue. Not really. I think the Conqueror really synergizes as well. If you mean like secondary, I mean, I've tested a bunch of secondary runes. There isn't really any good secondary runes for either Kayn, you know? For red or blue, its inspiration is just like a great default. Like, you could name any rune, and I've tried it. I've tried it, and I can tell you right now that it's just nowhere near as good. Huh? That was one of those huh moments. Like, what the hell did I just watch? I got an assist there too. Huh? You can name any runes, and I've literally tried it all. Transcendence Gathering Storm. Transcendence Gathering Storm is amazing if your games go on average above 30 minutes. My games, I tend to end them pre 30 minutes. But if they're going above average, on average above 30 minutes, take Transcendence Gathering Storm. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. If you're playing in an elo and your games are lasting that long, you'll find so much value out of it. It is super good. Yeah, I agree. I agree. I think it's amazing. I've tried that. That's probably the only other rune page I would run, but that's like if games are lasting really long. Because it kind of counters the Kayn falling off dilemma. I really don't want to hit Braum right now because I want to make sure I'm getting my blue form. I got my red form anyway. It's okay, guys. I'm still gonna go Bruiser blue. Even though, ideally, if I was in this situation in like in a closer game, because I feel like I'm pretty ahead. This game's pretty over, I think. If the game was closer, I think I'd just go my red form here, because the next 4 minutes usually would determine a lot of the outcome of the game. But because I'm so ahead, I can kind of coast along, get my form safely, and go with the blue form. What about bone plating and unflinching? Just not good. Bone plating is just horrible for a jungle rune. Super useless. And then what am I call it? Unflinching has potential, but what armor and MR items are you getting? So I guess we're not backing for 4 minutes. I usually don't like to back when I'm about to get my form, but no, I should definitely back. I mean, there's nothing to do after this, unfortunately. If there's stuff to do, because, okay, think about it like this. Look at where I'm going. From Grom to Raptors, it's actually faster for me to reset, get my items, and then farm my topside camps, because when I'm resetting, I'm getting more damage, so I'm able to do more. By the way, I think one of the things I do like to swap that is a little bit interchangeable between red and blue is I like Ione boots a little bit more on blue. I don't always go Ione boots on red. Sometimes I go defensive, but I do like Ione boots on blue a lot. But yeah, I mean, right here, definitely a situation where you would just want to reset. Buying items helps you farm so fast, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you. By the way, those Krugs are a death trap. If Talon goes into my topside jungle, guess where Talon is, guys? Just guess. Any big brains in the chat want to guess? 5,000 IQ player to not walk into the top side. Cause guess where Talon is? He's in my jungle. Where else is he gonna be, guys? Where else is Talon gonna be? He's done it once. He's gonna try it again and again, and probably again. Okay, maybe my team lets me tank the tower this time around. I keep focusing the Lucian because every time I hit the Lucian, if you guys don't know this, if I get the wrong form, if I want to lower that form timer, the wrong one that is, then I just have to hit range champs. By the way, I'm pretty sure my wolves are also a death trap here. Okay, who's gonna outwait who? Surely this guy doesn't wait here longer than 10 seconds, right?
What will be the final lesson?
Dope. I wanted this camp and I had nothing to do for the next 10 seconds anyway, so might as well. Alright.
Did such foolishness lead to your imprisonment?
This is a port item. Tank took the cannon, really? That's so funny. I got the cannon for free. For free, by the way. What are we for free, by the way? Alright. So, I mean, at this point, he's probably gonna look for the objectives, no? Definitely. You guys wanna know my favorite thing about playing a Blue Kayn? Okay, when you're on the enemy team of a Blue Kayn, what do you think when you're fighting him? Besides how annoying he is, how fast he is. You usually default to thinking that, oh, if I can get on this guy, I can kill him, right? He's squishy, right? That's like a usual thought process. So a lot of people, they don't actually press tab, they don't actually look at items, they don't do any of that. So when I go in to like kill their team, they always expect me to be super squishy. But because I'm going a Bruiser build and I'm getting a lot of HP, you actually wind up being quite tanky. Yeah, I think we prioritize getting the dragon here. 6 grubs are dragon. I mean, I think dragon's a little bit more important because if they stack multiple dragons and we don't have a strong team fight, it could be a little bit disastrous. So I think we prioritize get dragon, and then I could also look for the invade. Another great thing about Blue Kayn, even if you're Bruiser, is just how fast you are and how fast you can clear the map. So you're going to get a lot of CS, a lot of gold, a lot of XP. So your econ's going to be insanely high. The thing about Ross is he's always a lower econ champ because it's very hard for him to get a lot of money. Just because your mobility, even if you're like getting a lot of good fights and doing everything, it's very hard to balance fighting a lot and getting 10 CS per minute. I think a lot of Red Kayn players can attest to that and can like nod in agreement, because that is something that is a little bit of an issue. That this one makes it a little bit harder to 1v9 on this champ, on Red Kayn that is. But Blue Kayn doesn't have that issue. So you can like carry the skirmishes, carry the fights, and then you can also look to just, you know, kind of do it all. Vayne didn't auto him once. Whoa. I think she was trying to give me the kill, so I'll take it as a compliment. Did I solve the hacking issue? Yes. I'm no longer hacked. So this is actually a bit of a newer tech, and I'll probably make a infographic posted on Twitter or Instagram if you guys don't follow. Karasmai with an extra I. So Karasmai I. Not Karasmai with an extra I, like with. Like, you don't spell it out. It's just Karasmai with an I, like this. So, the reason why I'm plugging myself, by the way, is because I like to post these fun little infographics that go over the best builds for Red and Blue Kayn. So let's say you don't want to sit through like a 30-minute video and, you know, watch it all to figure out what the best build is. You could just look at the little infographic. So,
These things always prove to be a challenge.
I will be posted on Instagram and the Twitterer, so keep that in mind. No, you guys are typing it wrong. It's not, you don't spell it out, everything I said. It's Karasmai I. I got the money back? Yeah. I got the money. I'm not a Twitterer user. Oh, I posted in the Discord too if you're in there, Joker guy. Twitter, Discord, Instagram, whatever you got.
Karasmai would unironically win this game.
Hello, Aaron.
Karasm Frank, any Frank posters?
Frank,
Karasm Frank.
Where are the Franks in the chat? Wait, I just realized my sub alerts works again. Nice. The Frankium. Gotcha. Remember I said I'm a lot tankier than people would actually think? So I had 600 more HP to work with there. As opposed to what this guy normally would think I'd be at. Oh yeah, and then you can see like your ability to just kind of like go in and you just have so much value in team fights. And yeah, with the Triumph and Conquer, you sustain a lot. Now, okay, let me explain this concept to you, because a lot of people don't understand the concept of Conquer. People will see your... Oh my god, I'm fumbling my words. People will see your Conquer, and they'll think, oh, if you don't have like 500 on it, it's useless. It's the same concept when people took Conquer on Draven. It's for the adaptive damage. The adaptive damage doesn't show. So the longer you're in a fight, your damage is going up. It's more consistent damage in longer fights. Yes, it's nice to get like the healing when it's fully stacked, but you're not always going to get that. Let's see, did I solo this guy no ult? Is that a question? Oh my god, I missed my W. I did not deserve it. Yeah, I could just face tank him.
They should stay down.
Yeah, we're gonna go Grudge. So this actually, oh yeah, this is what I was talking about. This is actually one of my newer Red Kayn builds that I've been doing. The reason why I've been building like this, if you guys haven't seen some of the other videos, I've talked about it. But the reason why I'm building like this is because of the nerf to Axiom Arcanus made us not really want to take the Sorcery Tree secondary, so we're not getting as much haste in our itemization. So I think Grudge is a great way to get haste, and the synergy with Shojin's nice. I know some people like Cleaver, but there isn't really any synergy with Cleaver. Like, you get Cleaver Shojin, I don't think it's as much like burst damage. I think burst damage is more important for solo carrying, as opposed to like consistent damage over time, because most champions in the game, like if they're building crit or mage, they're gonna be able to out damage you over time, unfortunately. Mage items are really unbalanced, so a lot of the times you have to play for burst. We're gonna stack our Conqueror here. Nice. Why not Eclipse then? Well, Eclipse just isn't really that good of an item compared to Voltaic. I find. How do I feel about Voltaic on blue? I think it's great. I like it. Getting that lethality is very nice, and then also having the guaranteed W land. You're autoing a lot more with Bruiser Blue Kayn. I had a feeling you want to go for the Vayne there. Oh, that guy went deep.
Every corpse selected, every threat
I'm so bad. I'm so bad, I'm so bad, I'm so bad. I'm so bad, I'm so bad, I'm so bad. No one saw that. So another item I really like to get on Red Kayn. It's kind of been one of my default items until I find better. You know what item is really slept on, but I'm still trying to find a build for it. So if any of you find a good build for it that consistently works out, should I put a bounty on it? What if I put like a $50 bounty? If anyone can find a good synergizing build with Sundered Sky on Red Kayn. Does that sound legit? I really want it to work. It's a great item on Kayn. Red or blue, doesn't matter. Bruiser blue, that is. But it doesn't matter. It's a really nice item on Kayn. But I don't think there's any like viable synergy, because like I think most times you're not getting any armor, you're not getting any MR. Like a lot of the stats you're looking for are kind of capped. But it is one of those items that really, in theory, it should be amazing. And when you build it, it feels nice, but it's like, I don't know. I don't know if it feels nicer than how a Death Stance would feel. Or like a Visage. Or Sterix. You know? But it is really nice. I experimented a lot with it when I was playing a lot of Kayn top. And yeah, dude, it just feels great. It makes your like team fight ability is like so much more prominent. Okay, we're gonna want to like play our life here is what we call this. So we're just gonna be able to go in, go out. So do you see like the power that a Bruiser has? I could still go in and assassinate and like have value in team fights. And look at how much tankier I am than how you would like normally expect a Blue Kayn to be, right?
Bathing my enemies in shadow. I leave the light to the...
Look at this top tower, that's huge money. I think Braum comes up here to stop me. Wouldn't surprise me, honestly. I think Talon's gonna come to kill me. Could you go Sterix with it? Yeah, but Sterix, Sundered, Cleaver, no armor, no MR. That's what I'm saying, like... You're just stacking a bunch of HP. Having no armor, no MR, it's kind of like, ugh. Honestly, I kind of want to make like an armor stacking, MR stacking build as well, because that unflinching rune buffs. Unflinching runes buffs are really nice and could really be great for a tankier Kayn build. But like, what armor and MR items am I going to be stacking? I feel like HP stacking is just too broken right now. They really need to like get a grip when it comes to balancing their Bruiser itemization. I feel like the highest priority in Bruiser item stacking is just getting as much HP as you can. So Cleaver, Shojin, Sterix, all that. A little bit of armor, a little bit of MR. You still need the armor and MR, but it's not as high of a priority, you know? Like I'm not getting 3 armor items. I'm not getting 3 MR items. I'm getting 3, 4 HP items, an armor item, an MR item. That's it. And most of the time I will count my boots as like an armor item or MR item. Oh my god, look at my damage. Yeah, that's a Bruiser build, by the way. Sorry if I'm just yapping about random nonsense. Welcome to the stream. I'm a streamer that loves to yap. Yapping about random nonsense is my forte. Sundered Rush? I mean, I don't think it's a rush item on Kayn. Because first form Kayn with Sundered is like useless. It's not like you're getting your form first item. Dude, my damage is unreal. This is a dub and a dub. I gotta show you guys my new red build, and I gotta show it on Blue Kayn. Purple Kayn. The Bruiser Blue Kayn. By the way, oh yeah, can I talk about something? This is just something I want to get off my chest. One last yap before the final yap. People say that I have been changing the definition of Purple Kayn. Purple Kayn has always been the same thing. It's a mix of red and blue. So guys, if you go Assassin Red with blue builds, blue runes on Red Kayn, that's Purple Kayn. If you go Bruiser Blue with red build, red runes, that is Purple Kayn. Oh yeah, look how tanky I am. I just take no damage here. Let me go inside. That stunned me? Yeah, I heal from the death stance if I get a kill. Look at how broken death stance is. Do you guys see how tanky I am and how much damage I deal? Like I said, I was practicing it recently and it felt pretty damn good most of the times I was running it. Oh! Alright, don't sell that. Okay, final item. What do you guys think I get final item, genuinely? Noob test. Let's see. What item do you guys think I get final item? What are we thinking? What are we thinking?
Your team has destroyed a turret.
I wouldn't. Normally, I would say Visage isn't a bad idea.
Your team has destroyed.
Sterix is good if I want to be tankier, but I don't want to be tankier. When I'm 17 kills, I don't want to be tankier. I want to deal more damage. GA was the noob answer. I never build GA on Red Kayn. If you guys watch me play Red Kayn, I never build GA on him. There's a solid amount of options. I would say whatever gives me the most damage, which might be a lethality item, actually. It might be a lethality item here. Let me farm a little and think about it. I actually don't know what item to get. But it wouldn't be Visage, because I want to be, I want more damage. It could be Sterix, I guess, but like, that's kind of like a lazy option. Especially Sterix, no Visage synergy, it's kind of meh. So, more damage, like, it's not like they have a lot of sustain either. I don't really need anti-heal. I think I'd just go Axiomark. It's not bad. I know we lost Dragon, but it doesn't matter. Hydra? I would love to go Hydra. That was one of my favorite items on Kayn, but they removed the Q plus Hydra interaction. I actually brought up Grown Man to tears when they did that. Edge at Night. They don't really have any CC that's affecting me. Ain't nobody CCing me. Yeah, see, I kind of just want more damage. My vote is Eclipse. You guys are Eclipse addicts, bro. I swear, that item is buns, brother. It's not horrible, but it's also not that good. Plus, getting it like 5th or 6th item should be criminal. Too late in the game. Eclipse is only really good for like early-ish. Man immune? You know, I was actually thinking earlier this game. I don't know if I said it out loud. You might be reading my thoughts, but look at how low my ult CD is, by the way, with Axiomark as well. Oh my god. But what I was thinking about was, man, I miss Man Immune. Man Immune really made Purple Kayn shine because you really do burn a lot of your mana because you have very low CDs. Because you're building Bruiser items, you know, you're just stacking haste. And Blue Kayn just has, like, naturally lower CDs than Red Kayn with his E and whatnot. So, like, I genuinely was thinking about it. I was like, damn. What if I had a little Man Immune right now? Oh my god, no one saw that. No! I feel like it's not even hard to make Man Immune a good item again. They just really need to add some lethality in it or something, you know? Gore Drinker? Aww. Gore Drinker was so lovely. It was so lovely. I did love me some Gore Drinker. GA there goes hard. I die and insta die again. What goes hard about that? GA's not really good on bruisers. You don't really ever want to die in a fight as a bruiser. Your whole premise is staying alive through your damage and sustain. The more damage you deal, the more you're fighting, the more you're sustaining, the longer you're in a fight. Assassins itemize GA good because once their full combo is done, they're kind of just like useless. So the GA gives them time for their CDs to come back up. But with bruisers, like I said, I'm spamming my abilities. I just want to stay alive as long as possible. GA is kind of like Whis on bruisers, not gonna lie to you. Kind of Whis. Alright, we just like 5-man top.
Is as it was meant to be.
No way, you just said whiz. Whiz. Go Sundered into Winter's Approach. Any tier item on Kayn in the early game is really not that good, to be honest. Because you already have a weak early game and you're making it weaker. It used to be good when the payoff was like a lot of damage, but the payoff being tanky is just not that good. The payoff is getting tanky. Like in this meta, it's not really about getting tanky. It's just about dealing damage. But damage is really everything. Alright. We have triple inhib. We can still lose this game though, we gotta be mindful. Oh, this guy's all by himself. What's he doing?
My greatness.
Oh, he's right here. What? I like when supports think like, oh, 30 minutes in the game, I'm not gonna ult for you. Look at my ult CD, bro. My ult CD is, dude, is lower than his respawn timer. Taking him off the map is surely worth it.
Enemy rampage.
Big damage. I'll take it personally. I think that's worth. Because look at how much damage I did. I just nuked both their carries. Made Wukong use everything on me. GG's! 22, 4, and 10. Oh my god. And look at my CS per minute. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why Blue Kayn in these situations can be way more 1v9, because you can balance getting high CS, high KP, and the objectives. That's why Blue Kayn's so OP right now. Make sure you try it out. Peace out, YouTube. 07.